Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to another round of candle reviews. I hope your day is off to a fantastic start. I have 3 different candle reviews that are going to be going live today on my channel. We're obviously kicking it off with Bath & Body Works Coconut Sandalwood in this video here, but I will actually have 2 more candle reviews that are going live a little bit later on throughout the day today. Homeworks Banana Split Sundae and Homeworks Frozen Rainbow Pop are the other 2 videos. So if you are not already subscribed to my channel and you are interested in seeing more of my home fragrance content, make sure you hit that little subscribe button right below this video here, and that way anything that I release in terms of home fragrance content here on my channel will be delivered to your subscription feed as it goes live. So anyway, you guys, I am excited about today's candle reviews. We are kicking it off here with this absolutely incredible coconut sandalwood. If you have been following my channel for a little while, you know that I'm kind of in this coconut era. Last year, I became obsessed with finding like the perfect summertime beachy coconut perfume. And I tried so many amazing perfumes last summer that had like a solid coconut base to them. And this year I feel like that love of coconut is really kind of taking over my summer home fragrance preferences as well. And I really do think that just based off of my experience that Bath & Body Works really kind of knocks it out of the park when it comes to these different like coconut based fragrances. So I like anything from like that super authentic, like edible coconut, like the more creamy, maybe gourmand coconut scents, all the way down to the musky, in this case, sandalwoody, more perfumey types of coconut scents, to that suntan lotion type of coconut. I mean, anything with coconut in it, provided that there's no pineapple added to that, like I'm all in. And I really do think that Bath & Body Works releases a lot of really great coconut scents, many of which, shockingly, I have not tried until just this year. So my eyes are being opened to all of these fragrances that have been in the lineup for many seasons, or I guess many summer seasons at this point. And I just never even thought to like pick them up in store, take off the lid and give them the old college sniff, because I just maybe assumed based on the name, oh, it's tropical, I'm not gonna like it. In the past, I didn't really have a huge thing for tropical fragrances, but boy, do I now. So anyway, you guys, let's get into the description here of the coconut sandalwood. I'm gonna tell you what my nose smells. We'll talk strength and throw and the overall burn quality, because this is typically where, if I'm gonna have a struggle with Bath & Body Works, it's typically not gonna be with a fragrance. It's gonna be with the overall burn performance. All right, so the fragrance notes are pretty straightforward on this one. Coconut palms, luxurious sandalwood, and warm musk. So pretty straightforward. This is definitely what I would call the more perfumey take on a coconut fragrance for sure. This particular coconut is not creamy or like edible smelling per se. It really does smell more, I don't know. It's just like a very musky coconut. That I think is probably the best way to describe this particular coconut scent. It's not overly sweet. It does have some sweetness to it. I mean, it's very clearly, very distinctly a coconut scent, but it's that more musky approach to coconut that doesn't smell like, you know, you just like cut into a fresh coconut or anything like that. The sandalwood note here is lovely. I'm a big fan of a lot of the sandalwood fragrances that I've smelled from Bath & Body Works. I feel like this is another one of those fragrance notes that they typically knock out of the park. And it's such a good pairing with a solid like musky coconut base. And the warm musk, we've already said it. I think that it is a particularly warm musk. And I think it complements that, you know, slightly sweet coconut perfectly. And it creates this fragrance that is so warm. This is like a very cozy type of fragrance. This reminds me of like a cashmere type scent. I really like these cashmere fragrances during the winter months. So from typically January to about early March is when I can get into cashmere. And this is like the same feeling as cashmere, but for the summertime, right? Like you just are surrounded by this warm, cozy, musky, inviting fragrance, but it's definitely like a summertime type of warmth and coziness and fragrance and vibe. I love this. Honestly, this particular fragrance, I'm gonna pick it up again. I'm not sure if it's still available right now. If it is, I will be linking it in the description box down below. I do know that when Stella and I were at the mall about a week and a half ago, we walked by our local Bath & Body Works store and they still had this one in stock. In fact, Stella picked it up and she smelled it while we were there and she was like, "This smells really good." And I was like, "Surprise, surprise, guess what I have at home?" And she was like, "Oh good, I really like this one." So she's gonna be home from school here in about an hour or so. So I'm excited for her to walk into the front door and smell this one in the entryway here. But yeah, you guys, the fragrance overall, I just honestly cannot say enough good things about like that part of it. Definitely 2 thumbs up. I want more. I gotta say the strength and throw of this it's a little lighter than what I'm used to with these types of fragrances from Bath & Body Works, but this has been a little bit of a trend for me. I feel like, especially I would say in the last 6 to 8 months with any of the new candles that I've purchased, I've noticed that they're not quite as strong as they used to be. Now that isn't always necessarily a bad thing. You know, certain fragrances I feel like sometimes could be a little bit more subdued, and that's actually better in terms of being able to enjoy the scent. But with this one, I find the strength to only be like a 6, like max. That's even putting it in a candle sleeve or in a hurricane. I can only get it to just about like a 6. I would actually prefer if this was a little bit stronger. I mean, I don't think this needs to be a 9 out of 10 or definitely not a 10 out of 10 in terms of strength, but I do wish there was a little bit more oomph behind it. That being said, I have been burning it alongside the Coconut Vanilla Surf, and that's a beautiful combo together. The 2 fragrances are kind of in the same family. I would consider, you know, this kind of also in the like Cocoa Paradise family. So if you like that Cocoa Paradise fragrance that they put out last year, I think this would be a great alternative to that, since apparently Cocoa Paradise is not coming back. So, but yeah, the throw I would put at about like a 6, 6.5, somewhere around there. It doesn't travel too terribly far. Again, that is not really the norm for me when it comes to Bath & Body Works candles. Even though the downstairs of the house is very much open concept, the vast majority of Bath & Body Works candles in the past have had no problem filling the bulk of the downstairs, but this one kind of struggles with that just a little bit. So yeah, I've just found that to be an interesting trend personally for Bath & Body Works candles. I would like to know if that is your experience as well. Yeah, because out of all of the, you know, issues that I've had over the years with the candles from Bath & Body Works, the strength and throw has really never been one of those concerns, but it is interesting to me that I'm noticing a lot more fluctuations. Okay. So overall burn quality, I just gotta say, I have a feeling this one is going to have to end up in a candle crock. That being said, I'm still gonna repurchase it because it smells so absolutely incredible. And quite frankly, I think it's gonna be a lot more potent in a candle crock. So I'm looking forward to that phase of this candle, but I wanna give you an overhead shot so that you can see that the wicks they're kind of dying just a little bit here. I really didn't trim them that much before this burn, and they're quite short. These particular wicks are not forming mushroom tops per se, just like little tiny carbon balls that I essentially just kind of like flick off between the burns, because I'm honestly too afraid to trim these wicks. So as you can see, I think maybe 1 or 2 burns, and those wicks are going to completely dud out on me. So that'll be right, yeah, just right around the halfway point here. So not unusual, but that being said, it is a little bit annoying for sure. Still love the scent, still gonna repurchase this one because as far as like the amazing coconut options go, I really think that this one here it's just too lovely to kind of pass up another one of. So if you have more suggestions for these like coconutty, beachy, either like edible coconut or more conceptual, perfumey types of coconut scents, even if they're not from Bath & Body Works, leave them down below because again, this is the era that I'm in for this summer and I am willing to try all of the coconut scents. So anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Let me know your thoughts on coconut sandalwood in the comments down below. Check out the description box if it's still available online. It'll be linked there. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you guys being here and I will chat with you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.